Hello everyone. In this particular PowerPoint, I've just concentrated on the topic attitude. We'll just go across what is the meaning of attitude, the components, and all. So I've given a brief overview or the learning outcome, what we're going to do it on this video. Okay, so we'll just come across what it is, attitude, and all. So one by one topic, I'm just taken another. Now, what is the overview or what is the learning outcome? Here I've taken the what is the nature and dimensions of attitude. What are the types of attitude we'll be just seeing? What are the components of attitude? Only three topics that I've taken. Again, it is there how it is being calculated, all these things, measurement of attitude, all these things it is there. But here, as of now, in this particular slides, I've not taken it because yeah, I don't want to confuse any of the students to like bombarding with lot of topics being done together. So that is only reason which I've just taken with the three topics over here. Okay, so we'll just come across what is the meaning of attitude over here. So now we'll just go across what is the need dimensions of attitude or what is the meaning. Now in this particular slide we can just see about what are the nature and dimensions of attitude. Now what is attitude? The attitude is evaluative statements or judgments concerning objects, people or events. More precisely, attitudes can be defined as a persistent tendency to feel and behave in a particular way towards some object, which may include events or individuals as well. Okay, so what they're going to tell is that actually attitudes are understood as the beliefs, the feelings and the actions, tendency of an individual or group of individuals towards objects, ideas and the people. In simple words, that is the meaning of attitude. So here if you just this is simple meaning that has important implications for the managers too also. Okay, so attitudes refers feelings and beliefs of an individual or groups of the people. So that is what it is, attitude it is. Now, what is the characteristics of attitudes? Now, when you look into the characteristic, it goes like this. They tend to persist unless something is done to change them. They can fall anywhere along a continuum from very favorable to very unfavorable situations. Now, they are directed towards some object about which a person has feelings and beliefs. So, these are the different characteristics in which we'll be just seeing it. Got it. So here attitudes we mean actually it is the beliefs, feelings and actions, tendencies of an individual or group of individuals towards objects, ideas as well as and a people. And it is very important nowadays when it looks to an attitude. So that is this line the characteristic. Now what are the different types of attitudes which we'll be just seeing it goes like this. The first one is the job satisfaction, job involvement, organizational commitment. Now what do you mean by job satisfaction? Job satisfaction means a collective of positive or negative feelings that individual holds towards his or her job. That means it can be, see, if I am working for an organization, I'll be having a different positive as well as negative feelings for an, that was the meaning of job satisfaction, wherein which an employee will be having a positive attitude or the negative impact towards an organization. That is what they are telling about the job satisfaction. Now coming to the second one, that is our job involvement, wherein which we are having with identifying with the job actively or participating. So in the job involvement, we are having with identifying with the job, actively participating in it, and considering the performance important to the self-worth. So here actually all the employees they'll be have to actively participate. That means depending upon the attitudes, they'll be doing their job, they'll be performing their job. All these things will be taken if they are completely involved in a job. There should not be anything relating to ego or anything which is pertaining to that. Then the involvement into that job will not be there. Okay, so that is the meaning of this job involvement. The third one is the organizational commitment, identifying with a particular organization and its goals and wishing to maintain membership in the organization. So here organization commitment means that they are telling that they are identifying with a particular organization and its goal and wishing to maintain membership in the organization, which means that see whoever works for an organization, the goals will be there, the organization goals will be there, and each and every individual will be responsible to know that how the goals or has to be attained, or how well they have to perform in the organization to attain a goal of an organization. So that is what they are telling in this organizational commitment. So because most of us, we used to hear that commitment is not there. What is commitment? Commitment means that we have to completely dedicate towards ourselves into the job, because when we start liking a particular profession or a job, what happens, it automatically comes to us. So that is what they're telling about the organizational commitment over here. Next one which we have to see is the components of attitude. What are the components of attitudes? The main components of attitudes are, you can just see in the figure over here. Emotional is given, informational is given, behavioral tendencies. Okay, so emotional means what? Feelings about an object. Actually, in some books we can even find like three components of attitude. It goes like ABC, that is your attitude, behavior, as well as, or affective, cognitive, as well as a behavioral component. So these are the other, basically these are the three components. Even this is similar only, emotional, informational, as well as a behavior. Okay, so in this emotional, what comes in this emotions? Actually emotional only we are telling it as affective. So you please don't get confused what is ABC and this is different. ABC only is coming into this emotional, that is affective thing. And in the cognitive elements only we are having this beliefs. So that is actually coming to the cognitive element, and B is already given to us behavior. So kindly don't get confused here, both are same, ABC. Here I've just given a different heading as emotional, informational, as well as the behavioral. Okay, so it remains the same here. So now coming to the first thing, that is our emotional or feelings about an object. What is it? See here, basically we are concentrating on the feelings, the sentiments, moods and emotions about some idea, person, event or an object. That is what we'll take care into this emotional object or emotional feelings in an attitude. Now coming to the second component, that is our cognitive element or your informational or your beliefs and information of the object. In here we are basically looking into the beliefs, opinion, knowledge or information held by the individual. So these are the things which we are taking into consideration in this cognitive element or in the beliefs or in the information second component of our attitude. Okay, now coming to the third one, that is our behavioral component. Here basically we are looking to the predispositions to get on a favorable or unfavorable evaluation of something. So that is what we are just looking into this behavioral component. Okay, so here these are the three basic components. Here we are looking into this, and all these are having a significant, and this is basically a significant model, and thoroughly you can understand an attitude, and one must assess all the three components when coming to all these things. When you are assessing a person, we should assess all these three components, then only we can come into an attitude of a person over here. Okay, so that is the three components, that is your attitude, behavior, as well as a cognitive, or as such here emotional, belief, informational, as well as the behavioral. So three components are there. Okay, now so here again I've just given the components again. So here the attitude structures can be described in terms of three components. The affective component, see here we can just see it as ABC. Okay, so kindly don't get confused. So here affective component means it involves a person's feelings, emotions about the object. For example, I'm scared of spiders. If you are scared about, all these are coming to our emotions when you're getting scared over there. So that actually goes into our affective, that goes into our beliefs or into your emotion. All these things go into your affective component. Next is our behavioral component, wherein which the way the attitude we have influence on how we act or behave, all these things will be going to this behavioral component. And the third one is our cognitive component. This involves a person's belief, knowledge about an attitude object. For example, I believe spiders are dangerous. So here basically they are telling about involves a person's belief, knowledge about an attitude of an object. That means if we are seeing a spider, we know that okay, it is dangerous. There are little speeches where spiders are dangerous too also, so we know that that is a knowledge that we are getting into that. So that is the difference of this affective, behavioral, as well as the cognitive component. So these are the three components which we are seeing it in the attitudes over here. So the same thing I've just picturized over here also. This model is known as the ABC model of attitudes. The three components are usually linked. However, there is evidence that the cognitive and affective components of behavior do not always match with the behavior. Okay, now, so here the evaluative statements in an attitude are either favorable or unfavorable. They reflect how one feel about something. A person can have thousands of attitude, but OB focus on limited number of job related attitudes. So here we are just concentrating on this particular portion. Why we are concentrating there means because particularly attitudes nowadays, when you come into job and all, this is concerning purely relating to our attitude when it comes to a job. So here when you attitude, how an attitude of an individual changes when you are not satisfied, when the job satisfaction is not there, and the 100% involvement in the job won't be there, and the commitment is not there. So simply you are just working in an organization for a namesake. So if that is the case, then it comes to a job related attitudes over there. So this is where the job satisfaction is taking place a prominent role in this attitudes. So once an individual is satisfied, only the job satisfaction will be there, as well as the involvement too. So these are the three components we see in the attitudes. Hope you understood it. Thank you for watching.